2017 to order. All members of the board are present with the exception of Chief Watts and Mr. Joey Pilcher. So we have a good quorum today. We do have a new member with us today. I'm sure if you look up here you'll recognize someone new, but of course our new Dothan and Houston County EMA Director, Mr. Chris Judah. We're glad to have you, Chris, and look forward to working with you as we continue to expand and take care of the people's needs with emergency enhanced 911. So welcome aboard.
Thank you, Chief.
Okay, next item on the agenda, number 2, previous minutes. Everybody had a chance to review those?
Motion approved. Second.
Have a motion and a second for approval. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3, approving financial statements for period ending November 30th, 2016.
Motion approved. Second.
Have a motion and a second for approval. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Number 4 is communications from the board. We'll start down there with you, Chief Parrish. Anything?
No, sir. I just want to compliment our new EMA director for being baptized by fire. I thought she did a very good job, and I appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much.
I think that's full sentiments of the entire board. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Echo the same thing. You did a good job being thrown into it. Also, I want to thank the board for the support of some recent discussion and just tell you thank you for your support.
You're welcome. Mr. Rett? Anything?
Nothing.
Mr. Corbin?
Just briefly, I know there's been various inspections done at the new building. Yes, and I was over there yesterday and noticed a couple of things, but Dan Williams, the horticulturist, has started doing the install of irrigation pipe, and Public Works is working with them to do that, and we hope to be putting down some sod. I think there's some sod coming in tomorrow, and trying to get some of that covered up before we get some more of these rains.
It's looking awesome. I went and visited the other day, and I guess we could set something up again if you want to today or sometime this week, I guess. But the new Zybec system in there, oh my goodness, that just it's awesome. Awesome. Holly, you're doing a great job with it too. Thank you.
That's all I got.
Thank you, Mr. Corbin. Chief Deputy?
I'm good today.
Good. Mr. Judy?
Yes, sir. Chief Parrish, thank you, and all the members. I really appreciate all the compliments and sentiment, but reading all the papers and things like that, it's been humbling and an honor, but it is absolutely not about me. It's about working together, both the city and the county coming together, and it couldn't have been a better group of folks the other night doing what needed to be done, and I hope that that will continue. I do appreciate getting initiated very quickly, but I hate the way it turned out with 4 fatalities, but that's just part of the job. But I do appreciate all the support, and I do look forward to working with you, and I thank you very much. But again, it's about the whole community, so I'm just honored to be here. Mr. Stokes, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Rob will sing happy birthday in a few minutes. No, okay. John Taylor, he sings bass. He might sing later. Thank you so much. I have a few things, but I don't know what all you're going to hit yet, so let me just turn it over to you, our communications E-911 coordinator.
Okay, I have a few things. First of all, Hope Hicks, the employment lawyer that was looking over our handbook, she does have it. I converted it to her so she could make changes, but she was out of the office yesterday. She did send me an email saying she was sorry. She would try to get it to me by this afternoon. We had a conference call last week and went over some of the changes and some of the suggestions that she had for us as a board to put into place. Also, the update from the Alabama Department of Examiners of Public Accounts, we had our audit at the end of last year from October 1 of 13 to September 30th of 15. There was no significant instances where we were not in compliance with state and local laws, so everything went through with that. I think you all got an email if you were on the board or have been on the board during the time. Han, our office furniture company, they have announced a ship date of January the 27th. U.S. Business Products is the local vendor that we ordered the furniture through. They'll be responsible for the building and the setup for all the offices. Joey Franklin with the City Radio Shop contacted me about starting to deliver the radio equipment for the city. They're gonna start on Friday with putting the equipment in the data room. The tower is being stacked starting on January the 16th. We're still waiting on a questionnaire to be completed in regards to the tower and guidelines and that kind of thing as far as insurance, but I've placed in your positions a copy of proof of insurance that actually went into effect last Friday because I actually got keys to the building at that time. So we have possession of the building, but we do have coverage. I'm just waiting on that questionnaire to actually get the contract to be signed. Mr. Corbin touched on the irrigation system, and as far as the landscaping, it's been discussed, and so the city will handle the landscaping side, and then we'll reimburse for the shrubs and the sod and that thing. The city's doing the labor side of it for us. City Communications has contacted me about tours of the facility, so we will start tours officially on Friday with each of those shifts, and the county comm center manager can do the same. EMA did theirs yesterday. Whenever I leave the meeting today, I'm going over to the new facility to start the checkoff on the motors for the Cybex furniture to make sure everything's in working order. He said they should have half of them done when we get done this morning, and then the rest of them I'll check this afternoon. The update on CenturyLink, and it's item number 1 on your agenda, and we'll talk, I'll wait until you get to that point on that. Interviews are scheduled for the building technology specialists are set for tomorrow, and also Carol Harris, our 911 data specialist, has announced her retirement effective March the 1st. So we are working on her job description to add a few things to it as far as Southern software and things that she'll have to do on a day-to-day basis. And if there's time, and I'm talking to the comm center manager now about it because she manages that position, to see if there's a possibility where she can help me with typing 7-page minutes. So, but other than that, I don't have anything. I'll touch on CenturyLink when you get to that point.
And you hit everything I wanted you to hit. The only thing is, and it has little to do with CenturyLink, but I think it's important to explain that several months ago, you pulled together the Wiregrass E-911 coordinator group to meet, text, email, discuss issues on a daily basis, especially when we have failures or emergencies or things such as that. And we held a meeting, I guess now it'd be about 2 or 3 weeks ago, over in Enterprise to discuss the failures that was occurring at that time. And some of that results is here. But I want to personally thank you for pulling all that together. I think it's vital that we stay connected with those coordinators from around the area. I believe that we're finding out things quicker than we used to. I believe we have one voice, so we speak a little louder when we get to talking about state issues, especially with the state E-911 board and the ASA and et cetera. So I thank you for doing that, and I think that was very valuable what occurred the other day. So I just personally want to thank you for that. All right, any further communications?
I have had some great compliments on both Holly and Lee from the people involved in the construction of the building, and how great y'all have been to solve problems and work with, and hats off to y'all for making that a successful project so far.
Thank you. Okay, item number 6, resolution number 2017-1, first one. Approval of approximately $63,300 to CenturyLink for redundant fiber connection to the City of Dothan, Houston County Emergency Operations Center.
Make a motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second for approval and discussion.
I do. If I understand this correctly, this is a short piece of fiber that's being engineered, and this $63,000 just sounds like a lot of money. What's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read my notes because I'm learning this, and Rob is gonna help and.
Yeah, Rob, you want to come on up to the podium?
Hopefully with the two of us together, we can get this explained. Where's my other notes? backing up, just a few months ago, we met with myself, Lee Moore, our consultant, several people from Rob's staff, the CenturyLink people at a local level in their facility, to discuss this. So this has been an ongoing project for several months. At that time, Rob and City IT told CenturyLink that they would provide a dark fiber connectivity to the building. What we were requesting for them was a redundant fiber connection for the telephone system to bring in the admin lines, which is the 3 offices on my side to include the conference room, and the telephone system for the city side, the admin lines, not the 911 lines. And also include the break room, the data room, that kind of thing. Patrick Hancock, he's the state sales representative for Alabama for all government accounts excluding 911. 911 accounts are separate. The representative for that is a gentleman by the name of Ford Frey, and he is over Florida and Alabama. Patrick is going to provide the fiber to deliver the ASA circuits, which is the ANGM, which is what our 911 lines ring on, to the building for free of charge. No charge to the district at all, so it's really just provide that. Troy Cable is bringing in the second fiber connectivity for the redundancy of those cables. The internet is being provided by WOW on the fiber connectivity that will be in the building once we get to that point. The city has ordered the PRI, so the circuits have already been ordered to put the telephone lines in there. We just got to get CenturyLink to do that middle connection between between the CO and between us, is that correct? But because the board had already agreed that 911 admin lines was gonna branch off the city's new phone system. And the city has ordered that to no charge of the district, okay? The $63,000 is to bring the camera trunks from central office to us. That being said, whenever InDigital, who's the new engine for the state network, comes into play, they're doing away with those camera trunks anyway. So Lee Moore has a conference call, and he would have been here today, but he's in Colorado, but he has a conference call this afternoon with the president of InDigital, who is the new state vendor for the engine project, to discuss this and to discuss the time frame as to when we can actually go online. They are focusing on the Wiregrass area because we are already in our little mini engine, so they are working on us to put us on part of the state network first before they reach the other 81 ACDs, okay? So what we're trying to find out, and Lee's gonna find out today, and then I will have more to bring to you guys, is if we can wait and not move the camera trunks now, but the request on that would be that in the city comm center, the UPS in the maintenance room and the equipment room and the generators stay operational until we can move them, until they can pull them out of CO, that we won't have to spend this money. Now, there is gonna be some cost incurred, just like anything else with CenturyLink, but not this dollar figure. But we won't know. Lee's gonna talk with the president of InDigital this afternoon to see if we can still operate without moving those cameras.
And he's been doing a lot of negotiations to try to.
We've been hassling back and forth. Our first quote was 66,000 and some change, and then we got 63,300 and some change, and we've even asked for a quote for copper, which we don't want to do copper because that just is an attraction to lightning, but and even the copper redundant connection was 60,000 and some change. The final email I got yesterday from Fort Frey was 63,699, which is even more than what I originally put on the request. So at my request, I would like for this item to be tabled until we get more information that can support these charges, or if we have to move forward with that, or we can stand still. Our biggest fear is we don't want CenturyLink to put us so far behind and set us back from moving into the facility. So that's where we're at.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I need him to change his motion to table it and
Is
him
he
to
more
second.
discussion?
Yeah, that's exciting. Is there any more discussion on it before we go further?
Rob, do you
Go ahead,
have
Rob.
anything, or-
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I just got off the phone with CenturyLink right before I walked in here. Like Holly said, the fiber is really not the sticking point. in this situation, it's really that equipment, that duplicated equipment to deliver those camera trunks that they're holding this up on. I mean, they're holding this charge for.
We're gonna end up having to pay something to make this work. We just don't know all the details yet, is what it
Right.
sounds like.
Correct, but like Holly said, if we continue, because we'll have fiber, the city will have fiber that goes all the way into that building from the existing comm center. So if we continue, if we just keep, like she said, keep that operational, we can deliver that across that fiber until we can work something out.
So we're saying that if we hold off on this, we may not have to spend the $63,000, which I believe Lee has said is an absorbent amount of money.
Yeah, he felt it was ludicrous, I believe was the word.
Yeah, and so if we hold up right now, there should be another way to get around this. It may still cost us, but not near this much money.
That's my understanding.
And when you say CO, you're talking about,
Central office.
which is right up the street.
Yes,
To
3
me,
blocks
you're
away.
paying $63,000.
That's the ridiculous part.
What is that, quarter of a mile, half a mile?
It's not far. And the reason that the city had originally volunteered to have a redundant path for them is because we wanted 2 paths into that building from the CO, so that if something happens, we wouldn't lose any connectivity. Engineering 2 paths in such a short distance is, and so that they don't use the same poles or or in the same conduit, that would be kind of an engineering challenge. So we offered, since they already have a footprint in the city network, that to use dark fiber that's not in use right now, to give them that second path, so that they only had to engineer 1 path into the building to start with.
If you had to take a wild guess, what do you think that would be in cost compared to the 63,000? Not to hold you to
Just the engineering cost?
Yeah, just an idea of what that would cost would be.
I can't imagine it being more, and this is just a
That's
guess.
Sure.
More than, between $5,000 and $10,000.
Okay, all right.
Would that path be as reasonable and reliable as what they're offering?
Which one, the second path through the?
Yes, the fiber you're talking about.
Yes, sir.
It is reliable?
Yeah, yes, sir.
It's the other-
It's really, I mean, it's just terminated fiber that's not in use that we have.
It's all one piece.
It's all passive. We can put jumpers in it, and it's several jumps, but there shouldn't be enough loss to cause any issue.
And I make a motion to withdraw the motion to pass.
Who's second?
Make a motion to table.
Have a motion to a table, do we have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion?
Other than I think it's about time some of us take a ride to Louisiana to the corporate headquarters of CenturyLink. Because it seems like every time we turn around, we're having a CenturyLink problem. It may be time to go to the head of CenturyLink and quit messing with the Indians.
Well, we did have a discussion with Lee Moore about a strategy to talk with him, and I do believe that there is something we can do statewide with the company before we have to go to Louisiana. So stay tuned. I think there's something coming down the pipe there on some discussions.
I'll be willing to go to Louisiana when we need to.
Okay. All right. So we have a motion and a second to table. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed? Motion to table passes.
Motion to
That would be
remove.
7.
Second.
I'm sorry?
You're good.
Yeah, we don't have to remove it, do we, since we had just tabled it? We good?
Now, do we table indefinitely, or we put a date on the table?
Just leave it tabled.
Just leave it table in general? Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll hopefully have some report back by next meeting on it. Okay, item number 7, Resolution 2017-2, approval to enter into a contract with Flowers Insurance Agency in the amount.
Since we tabled.
Yes, I guess it would be, wouldn't it? You let me change my numbers. I already got my numbers on here, so stand by. All right. Let me start over. Resolution number 2017-1, approval to enter into a contract with Flowers Insurance Agency in the amount of approximately $8,610 annually to provide insurance coverage for the City of Dothan, Houston County Emergency Operations Center facility and contents.
Make a motion to approve.
A second.
Have a motion and a second for approval. Any discussion?
Yeah.
We need to make it retroactive to January the 6th of 2017.
Yeah, that document that I sent, does it have today's date on it?
It's effective date 1/6/17.
Right.
And I have a, yes, I'm good with that. I mean, yes, it needs to be that way, but I have a question. Why are we naming it that?
Where you at?
The city of Dothan, is this just for the EOC part, or is this for our Dothan
No,
district?
The building is named, Houston, yeah, City of Houston Emergency Operations. Maybe a question. Let me follow up on that.
Yeah, please
I think
check
our-
on
Our
that.
official name on the building, the official building name,
I don't remember it being worded that way.
I actually have an email.
Okay,
I'll check it.
All right.
I'll let y'all know.
They can revise this accord form any way we need it, but it's got the address on there.
Because the building name is different from our board name. I think it says Emergency Operations Facility or, yeah, the building name is different from our legal incorporated name.
Yeah, it probably needs to be the building name, yeah, correct. The question I was gonna have was, you mentioned something about the tower. Does this cover the tower?
It does, it does.
Everything that's on that property?
Right.
Were multiple local insurance companies requested to submit information?
Well, the insurance that we've got is the insurance quote from the company that they originally got at the beginning of the facility, prior to me, so I actually went back to who, and Flowers also carries our workman's compensation insurance.
okay.
Probably your business, I mean, the building name could be building name DBA, and then the official name after that, then it covers both.
Okay.
All right, so any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. All those opposed, motion carries. Be item number 7, technically, resolution number 2017-2, approving of advanced travel request for E-911.
Motion to approve. Second.
Have a motion and a second for approval and discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed? Item number 8, adjournment. Have a motion, we have a second. Second, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Have a great day.
Got to sign all the papers.
Yeah, we're sending them down, man. Some going one way, some going the other. Just check on that, because that don't sound like the name that I remember signing on the money stuff.
Well, I think the money stuff will be different. The money stuff would be our official board name. So the facility, what the lettering on the outside of the building name, but I'll check on that.
And the address on that is going to be coming to you over there, not over here in the city, correct?
Yeah, 405 East Avenue. We just don't have all that set. We've got to get a post office license.
And the reason I said, I think we need to be careful about using the word EOC, because we don't want to take away from what an EOC is, versus a facility that houses all of that.